Boom! What's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larsen. Welcome back to Sales Funnel Radio. Excited that you're here. Today, I just want to walk through a few examples of how to make a sales message in every industry.
I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9-to-5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio.
What's up, guys? Hey, so it may not be every industry, but you'll notice if you go to clickfunnels.com and you're not signed in, there's a quiz there that says, what are you in? Are you in B2B? Are you a nonprofit? Are you in retail? Are you in, right? And there's a whole bunch of those. Anyway, what they did is it initially was 6. And that's when I was there, and we started looking through, we found there were 6 major industries that were using ClickFunnels. And so we're like, sweet, well, if you're one of these 6, we know the patterns that destroy it the most and are awesome the most in those areas. Well, over time, it's kind of flexed out to a few others, including the other category, okay? So they've only added on like a couple others, but anyway, what I did at last OfferMind is I went through and I walked through each industry on how I would create a very simple sales message or a hook. Now, I didn't write the entire sales message. What I wanted to do, though, is I wanted to give an example on how to go like, hey, I'm in this type of area. Here is the type of origin story that I would create or tell in order to sell into that space. Does that make sense? So one of the things that I'll tell you just from the things that I do most, there are the most common, there's a list of like common concerns people bring up. When I talk about building a sales message, most people are like, no, I can see how my industry, Steven, has a sales message. I get that. There has to be, or there wouldn't be an industry, right? There has to be a sales message or the industry would not exist, right? So most people don't have a hang up about creating a sales message, especially when it's basically just an Epiphany Bridge script. And if this is completely brand new for you as you watch this episode, just stay tuned for a second. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. The second one, an offer. The offer is the one where a lot of people are like, well, Steven, I sell really high ticket. We're talking multi-million-dollar corporation to corporation contracts. There's no reason that your offer creation methods can work for me. And that's the one where I want to slap people and jump through the window. Okay. That is not true at all. Okay. Offer creation is the one where a lot of people start to get hung up. And then when we start to go into sales funnel, that's the one where we get the most kickback because people are like, well, I don't think this could work for me. And anyways, again, I want to go nuts on them. So what I decided to do, and for those of you guys who are coming to OfferMind, which I'm excited, if you guys go to offermind.com, tickets are now available, which I'm very excited about. So offermind.com is up, it's out. The room holds, we literally are maxing out the room. It holds 1,038 people. That's it. Okay, that's all. That's not that many people. There are already hundreds of tickets sold right now. Okay, and anyway, it's not for like 3 or 4 months, which is crazy, or 4 or 5. Yeah, about 4 months. Anyway, so I'm excited. So what I wanted to do is 2 things here. I wanted to show you kind of like, and next episode, I'm going to show you more about offer creation in each industry as well. But for this episode, I'm going to show you sales message creation in each of those 10 industries. Just very briefly, it's very fast, but it's going to walk through and show you like kind of like the hook that I would start to create if I was selling in that space. It's, again, twofold. Number 1, to teach that to you. Number 2, to convince you that you should come to OfferMind because it's not the kind of stuff that you find in any other place. Okay, OfferMind is all about the stuff because I coach so much. Okay, OfferMind is literally created for me to go fill in the holes on all the things that I see majority of people struggling with and teach frameworks that cause success as a rule. Okay, because I teach stuff, I'm a coach. I coach pretty much every day now. And I'm showing people, and I have a lot of great success stories that have come from it, okay? But there's the things that everybody kind of struggles with. So how do I take the things that everyone's struggling with and deliver those answers? That's what OfferMind is, okay? It's not a normal event. Anyway, so I'm excited. So we're actually going to cut over to a little bit of a clip I did at OfferMind last year. And you guys are going to see with my slides and me, like I'm on stage there, walking through a few of those pieces. Anyway, some cool stories too about some of the founding fathers of this industry you guys are going to hear too. So anyway, excited about that. Let's cut over.
Who's ever heard of Albert Lasker? Yeah, my copywriting people, right? Albert Lasker was the man, okay? He is often called the father of modern advertising. This guy lived in the late 1800s to early 1900s, and he was one of the first people to take advantage of human psychology in ads. And people thought it was like the most groundbreaking thing ever. Like, at that time, it was. Most of the time, people were just like making some noise or whatever. He's like, no, let's think about how people think. And because of that, they're like, whoa, who's this guy, right? This is amazing. He played a major role in shaping the modern advertising. Like I said, was among the first to actually make use of human psychology in ads. This is one of the forefathers of this industry, okay? I want you to know this. I'm teaching you the market journey right now. This is the market origin story, okay? He's a partner in an advertising firm called Lord & Thomas. Anyone heard of Lord & Thomas? Yeah, cool, okay. Lord & Thomas, today, it's not called that anymore, but it's still the third largest agency. It's huge, advertising agency. It's massive. They're very successful, okay? Lasker operated at a very high energy level, and they found out later he was probably bipolar. When I read that, I was like, oh crap. I should probably go get tested. Okay. This is very interesting what he did. In the early 1900s, nobody drank orange juice. It was a weird thing. It'd be like offering mustard to somebody who was drinking hot chocolate, okay? No one was doing that. Super far out there, okay? Nobody drank, and it was his idea. What happened was, in the industry, there was this massive boom of oranges. And the company that's now called Sunkist, wasn't called it then, was cutting down their own trees. There was so much orange production, they didn't know what to do with it. So they came to Albert Lasker and they said, hey, will you help us solve this? Because we're killing our own trees on this, right? For some, I don't know, like something happened with the environment there. It's like, wow, oranges everywhere, okay? So they came to him, this is what he did, right? People weren't eating enough oranges. And what he did is he turned it into this massive opportunity. Big problem people didn't know they had, right? I was talking about yesterday. Okay, the big question, how to heavily increase orange consumption? That was his big question. How do I make people eat oranges? A lot more of them. So how do I make it a drinking habit? And this is one of the original ads. This is so cool, okay? This is from that time. And he was the one that created the campaign called Drink an Orange. Anyone ever heard that from Sunkist? Like, drink an orange. He created that, okay? He knew that one glass of orange juice would most likely be 2 to 3 oranges. So he made it an offer. And he put all of these oranges together in this basket. It came in like this little bag, but inside of it was an orange press. And he taught them how to squeeze oranges and make their own orange juice. Consumption went through the roof, saved the company, saved all their stuff, and orange juice is now a thing. Ooh, baby. Isn't that cool? A lot of products we use today are that way. Toothbrushes. Okay, hasn't been that long since that's been a thing. Seriously. Toothpaste, definitely not. Okay, a lot of stuff like that. Eggs were not a thing you ate for breakfast for a long time, till a marketer. Anyone ever seen the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Okay, you know that grandpa was always like, tell me a word and I'll tell you how it is actually Greek. You remember that? I'm totally that for my wife now. I'll walk down and be like, did you know that fork came from a marketer? You know what I mean? Everything is household now. And I'm like, anyway, I'm totally that guy now. It's Greek. No, it's marketing. Anyway. So he created a campaign called Drink an Orange. Okay, marketers change the world, okay? This is an awesome quote. I think I already said it. The product that will not sell without advertising will not sell with advertising, okay? Big key lesson there. Step number 1, right? Your sales message has got to rock. And that's what he was amazing at. He created these cool sales messages and created these offers around it. It's awesome stuff, okay? Okay, so what I want to do real quick is I want to talk about sales messages in different industries. And the way I did it was like this. Okay, down the left, this might look like a lot of stuff, but let me just walk you. Okay, bottom left right there is the Heroes Who Journeys. We care about the achievement and the transformation. So how can I cause an achievement and transformation in a sales message for the agency and freelancer category? Does this make sense? I'm going to walk through this. Yeah. Next slide, we'll go down to the next one. Next slide, we'll go down to the next one. I'm going to go a little bit fast because there's a lot of examples, okay? A lot of examples with this, okay? If I was going to create an achievement story inside the agency freelancer scenario, right? I would create a story that said something like, I need to achieve, right? The physical outward achievement. Remember, transformation happens on the inside. It's the thing that actually makes us care about the story, but we need to see the steps. First, I did this, then I did this, then I did this, okay? The achievement. I finally could help business owners enjoy the businesses they work so hard to build, right? If I'm going to go sell people as an agency and freelancer, right? If I start leading with it, what does that say to him? Oh man, yeah, I love my business too, right? Like, oh yeah, I know. I finally was able to help people like that. Oh, I love my business also. Oh, you should work with me, right? The transformation. I didn't realize I'd learned to love their business and the results as much as they did. You guys getting this? Yes. Is this making sense? Like, honestly? Cool. Are you honestly seeing how this could start to work for you, though? Cool. Okay. You guys will start to see this as we keep moving forward as well. Okay. If I'm selling info products, a storyline I would use to sell my product would be something like, my funnel leads started pitching me on taking their money. I only switched 3 things for that to happen. Okay. If I was an info product business, I'd start to talk about stuff like that. Okay. And let's say I'm selling a book about funnels. Okay. That's the example next to it. Okay. Okay, the book, agency freelancer, let's say I'm a Facebook ads agency. I'm trying to get people to buy it as I'm a Facebook ads agency. If I'm selling a funnel book, how would I sell more of my funnel books? If I'm selling socks, how would I sell more socks? Okay, I chose crazy examples for a reason. Okay, funnel coaching, keto, restaurant, tech, lead gen, mommy blog, OUR, affiliate, or info and affiliate. You guys following me on this? Okay, so I'm gonna walk through each of those examples as we do it, okay? Okay, if I'm trying to sell a funnel book, and I'm talking to people and they're like, I want funnel knowledge. I'd be like, hey, my leads started pitching me. It was the craziest thing. Like, oh, I wish I had that too. Like, yeah, don't you wish? Yeah. Okay. I started seeing beyond each lead, right? And this is the internal transformation. We want to see it in you, the attractive character. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I started seeing beyond each lead. The impact that my work was about to have as they hired me was humbling. They want to see you change. Does that make sense? Each of these examples is very similar, and that's the point. Your stories are all different, and you have your own stories. You're plugging it into an existing thing, though, okay? There was a transformation that happened with it. Next, e-commerce. I couldn't believe how awesome they were, right? I'm starting to sell socks. These socks are so cool. They're breathable, low maintenance, stylish, all the things that people want to hear about it. So cool. Man, these are awesome socks, right? Low maintenance, stylish. Oh, they were not on my foot for the first time. My foot felt free. Holy crap, right? Jesus, sounds I noticed I'd make an extra effort for people to see my feet. I take my shoes off all the time. My shoes are dumb. Money socks, baby. Okay. Like a newly engaged bride-to-be flashing a ring, my socks made me a new me, right? But like, you see this crap in infomercials. Do you not at late night? They're like, you know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to use the storylines that are used to convert people. That's what I'm talking about. These are the storylines that make people work. If it's e-commerce, oh man, everything was in black and white, now it's in color, right? That's what they need to see the then and the now. And that's what you're doing in each industry. It doesn't matter what you're selling. Funnel coaching. I didn't really think I needed help. Not because I had it all together. I just didn't think I needed it. So I went and I got this funnel coaching. Oh, it's amazing. Once I said yes, my product was astounding. I had no idea. To get my physical goals met, I needed to learn to like me for me, right? And they want to see that kind of a ascent. Yeah? I know this is a lot of info, so that's why I'm like just checking back with you guys often. Are you getting it? Okay, is this helpful? Awesome. Let me keep going, okay? Network marketing. You're like, let's say you're selling keto, right? You're all drinking it. What if it became clear to me that not everyone has the same goals, so I shouldn't pitch anybody with a heartbeat, right? Now I have automated leads daily, right? Oh, big problem, big achievement. Wow, I want that also. That achievement, I really want that. Like, cool. If someone would have told me that this is going to be the best personal development course in existence, I would have laughed. And I did, and it was. Right? You don't need these long, drawn-out stories. That is a freaking epiphany bridge in those 2 paragraphs. There's a little backstory, a little bit of a wall, internal, external, right? Doesn't always need to be these big, long narratives, right? I remember eating canned beans for 4 months as a single bachelor, right? If you're a local restaurant. Now you can't keep me out of the kitchen. Let me invite you to my kitchen. If you were selling as a local restaurant. There's a backstory. Oh man, I care about that local restaurant now. That's so cool. I know his backstory, his upbringing. That's why he makes his food that way. Oh my gosh, he doesn't even use canned beans anymore. That's amazing, right? I've realized I don't actually cook food. That's not why they come. People come here to connect. I sell human connection, not food. And if I told that to customers, they'd be like, that's why I come here too, right? The little kind of, the elevate, the ascent. They want to do that. Let them, okay? B2B lead gen. My whole childhood was filled with memories of being poor. Right? And I'm say that because a lot of people have memories of being poor. I'm just tying into the old story, okay? But now there's so much money I can't see straight, okay? I've always dreamt of being a big, bad B2B'er. Pin suit, button up, swagger that someone noticed down the street. But this game roughed me up, spit me out, and taught me the biggest lesson of all. It's all about the people. People be like, yeah, right? And they want that. Let them have it. Okay? Blogging / affiliates. If you were a blogger / affiliate, you could say something like, each day, right? And if let's say you were a mommy blog, right? Each day I wanted to spend more time with my kids, right? It was super hard. I had a hard time. It was really, really challenging for me to spend time with my kids. And I would watch them grow and realize I was missing things as they were growing up. It's like, oh man, I'm missing it. Like the reason I started the business, I'm actually missing that reason now. I don't like that. Now, I get to choose when I work. Backstory. Like, right? Wall. Achievement. Now let's feel the transformation. Funny enough, just being with my kids has taught me more about being a mom than any blog ever did. I don't need to read mommy blogs as much anymore. Interesting, right? Nonprofits. Okay, let's say that it's kind of an intense one for sure. Yeah, how many of you guys have heard of Operation Underground Railroad? Right? Save children from sex slavery. Yep. Right? Achievement. All I wanted to do is help children be safe. Okay? Thanks to your donation, that's happening. So if I was a nonprofit, my story is the achievement that they're getting by donating. Okay? They are the story. Oh, thanks for your donation. Just so you understand what's happening. Okay? I want kids to be safe, and that's happening because of your donation. That's power. Okay? Again, be careful with this stuff. Okay? Transformation. I know my life's purpose. I don't know I found it. Right? And I found it the moment I had this idea. Like, man, yeah, right? We like to get behind someone like that. They're a nonprofit organization that has pulled in tens of millions of dollars to actually go and do that, which is amazing, right? And if they can feel that transformation and they can feel you, right? They can get you to feel that transformation as if you're the one doing the raid, right? Feels weird to talk about it that way. You understand what I'm saying though? From a marketer standpoint, that's how you would do that in a nonprofit. Okay, they need to feel the transformation. Okay, oops, I don't think I moved the box on this one. So just getting started. If you're just getting started, I needed a career but couldn't seem to get the job after college. I dedicated myself to learning the formulas of other successful people. I found them. People are like, well, what are they? Right? You just created the achievement. Man, I had this huge backstory, super hard. Oh, this is really, really rough. And now I have this achievement this achievement. I've actually reached it. I found the formulas for how successful people work. People are like, what? Right? You're going to tune in, but now they want the internal to make sure that you're not a slime ball, right? They want to feel the uprising, the ascent, right? Mindset is money. I wasn't broke. My mind was. They'd be like, powerful, right? Yeah, you felt that, didn't you? How did I know how to write that? Because I've lived it, right? A lot of you have as well, right? Understand, a lot of these stories, they're real stories from my past. It's just the way I'm telling them that's effective. And you guys can do this regardless of industry, okay?
Boom. If you're just starting out, you're probably studying a lot. That's good. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? That's also good. But the hardest part is figuring out what the market wants to buy and how you should sell it to them, right? That's also what I struggled with for a while until I learned the formula. So I created a special mastermind called an offer mind to get you on track with the right offer and more importantly, the right sales script to get it off the ground and sell it. Want to come? There's small groups on purpose so I can answer your direct questions in person for 2 straight days. You can hold your spot by going to offermind.com. Again, that's offermind.com.